What's up, YouTube? This video is to show you that it is possible to do these PvP dungeons solo, to help out all my solo players out there. It's a quick little tips, tricks, guide, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to basically show you my gameplay. It took me about 45-50 minutes to do the whole dungeon. It is very challenging. I have tier 5 gear. I unfortunately lost a lot of my gear dying to the worm the other night, but you know, we do what we can. I'm using the disruptor pistol to basically take off the shields of these guys. I'm using the turret as well, the frag grenades, and the grappler. Make sure you have them all maxed out in skills. They do more damage the higher up you go. I have a shotgun for close range, and I have a sniper for long range. Yeah, believe it or not, I go down right here. I know I'm a noob, but we recovered and we cleared this thing. We only died one other time, I believe. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, need help, drop a comment. I'd be more than happy to reach out and help you. Basically, I have heavy armor I'm using. There are ways to do this with a melee build. I just personally am not a melee person. I like to do more gunfights. Yeah, right here, our aim isn't the best. Anyone can do this. It's just being smart, taking your time. Make sure you have a ton of bandages. I think I had about 50-60 bandages I used. And then once their shields are down, you really got to capitalize on that moment of taking them out. Their shields will replenish. I mean, this is just the first two guys just going into the area. And then once you get into the locked areas, there's multiple waves of enemies. So it's a long... I recommend if you have more people, do it with people, but if you're solo, this is what you got to do. Yeah, once you're in this room, you're locked in here. So if you die, you can go back in and get your loot, but you know, someone can counter you, go pick up your loot. You really don't want to die in here. Yeah, drop down that turret. That turret basically just kind of distracts them, constantly puts down suppressive fire. If you get on any type of ledges, the melee guys will have to pull out their weapons, or gun actually, to shoot you. So I always try to jump on top of something, get some good angles if you can. But yeah, I mean, basically throughout this part, I just keep moving. The melee guys will come to you. You want to just constantly move away from them, try to take them out. They're kind of a pain in the ass because they have the shield and they're just constantly pressuring you. The other enemies with their guns, they kind of just sit back and shoot. So like once you take out the melee guys, you can kind of find a good spot and shoot them. Yeah, just constantly moving around. Frag grenades are great. They like just slow them down. They stop moving. They kind of jump out of the way sometimes. The guys you gotta worry about are the heavies. The heavies will absolutely delete if you're in close range. So I try to always keep my range with them. If you are aiming with any gun and hit shift, you will switch your camera angle. I personally just like to look over this angle, but you can if you really want to be advanced. You can switch over your shoulder. Alright, here I'm getting pinched. I basically am like, alright, I gotta move out. Yeah, it takes a while to kill these guys. If you have better guns, I had tier 6 guns, which really helped, but like I said, I lost those, so we're using disruptor pistol, the syndicate shotgun, which does like 400 damage up close. And yeah, heavy armor is definitely needed. You want to have the best heavy armor possible. Constantly reloading your guns, any chance you got. Make sure your health is always up. I mean, this is basically the whole video. We just constantly moving around, shooting people, cover, just going slow. Take your time. It's not a race. I mean, you can counter at any time, so you just remember that. But luckily, my server's pretty chill. This was late night, so there wasn't too many counters on, and people kind of avoid these labs unless you're in a group. So do that. Once you hear that noise, that means a new round starting, and waves of more enemies will be coming in. So here I'm like, alright, new wave, I'm gonna drop the turret. Turret can kind of light some of these guys up. Got a little 101 right here, try to capitalize on it. Alright, trash aim, you know. We're getting better every day though. Practice makes perfect. You always want to be aiming for the head too. Headshots do more damage. Any chance you get, try to game to the head. If the shields are up, they don't take damage, so you gotta make sure you have the right weapon. You either need a drill shot, the Disruptor SMG is good. It burns through so much ammo if you use that SMG. That's why I like this pistol, because it does, I think, 350 per damage, per shot, I guess. And then once the shields are off, the shotgun does bleed damage, so if you nail a couple shots, they can die just from the bleed damage. Don't let them get up. If they get up, they are gonna have shields. I just found this spot once I grappled up here. I thought it was pretty good. But, I mean, they do start beaming you once they surround you. You can kind of jump up here and jump down. The sniper does do poison damage, so once you land a couple shots, the poison damage can take them out if they are weak enough. So I always try to just land like 1-2 sniper shots if I can, just to get that poison damage. Flamethrower guys are pretty easy as long as you keep your distance. They will absolutely melt you though if you are close. So keep your distance. And they're tanky, man. They have so much health. If you can get the, I think it's called a Dune Watcher Sniper. That one's one of the better ones, if not the best. It does like 400 damage per shot. I got the Fierce Vest or whatever. That thing does like 350, so it's pretty good. If the wave isn't starting, that means usually there's one enemy somewhere just camping or hiding. It's the start of another new round. Just trying to figure out a good spot to place that turret down so it'll constantly shoot all the enemies. Yeah, once those melee guys get in here, you gotta start taking them out. You gotta separate the enemies, basically. These guys get annoying, the ones that constantly shoot you, so you want to find a good spot for cover. Right here, I don't know why I'm not taking too much damage. I thought it was a good spot. Obviously, if you hit your shots, you're gonna be able to do this a little bit quicker. I know I missed quite a bit of shots, but I'm getting better and better. With mouse and keyboard, I'm a controller player, but this game I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, I feel like it's a little easier. There's a lot of different things you gotta use, you gotta interact with the menus. If you don't have stamina, your shields will not come back, so you gotta be very smart about where you're moving. Can't be spamming sprint too much, can't be spamming dash ability. See, I got knocked down. Started taking a lot of damage here. I was like, alright, I gotta heal up. The turret's great, just constantly shooting the enemies, doing damage. Once you are on fire, you really want to bandage as quick as possible because that will do burn damage. So here I'm really realizing I'm taking a lot of damage. I gotta relocate. That spot was good for a little bit, now it's not. So kind of trying to relocate. Here comes this annoying melee guy. So he's separate now, so it's a 1v1, easy takedown. Took out his shields. My gun would not shoot here for some reason, so you'll run into that bug. I don't know what that is. If you swap too quick or something, your gun doesn't shoot. But it's all good. Just switch back to it and it should shoot. I think this is all of them. There might be one left hiding somewhere. I brought, I think, 1,000 heavy darts, and that lasted. I did run out of light darts, so I would say if you are using a light gun, make sure you bring a lot of ammo because you burn through. That shotgun shoots 12 shots per shot, so it goes through quite a bit of ammo. And this is only the first room. There's multiple rooms of this. Once I cleared it, I thought I was done. No, there's multiple rooms. Their grenades do a lot of damage. Really want to avoid them as much as possible. Beginning of the round is obviously the hardest because there are all the enemies, so just constantly move around, separate them. I was kind of testing the shotgun out here to see if it would break the guy's shield, but it really didn't, so kind of swapped back to that disruptor pistol. I do have a custom crosshair I like to use. It helps me aim, I feel like. You don't want to get cornered. Right there, I was about to get cornered and stuck, and they would have probably lit me up and died. I would have died, so jumped off, relocated, found a new enemy, started taking him out. Boom, took him out, no problem. Did not want to throw a grenade. I think that was a misclick. Right here, I'm not in a good place. I have no cover, just kind of sitting in the open. I'm gonna go back to my turret drone so he can help me lay down some suppressive fire. Once their shields are flashing, that's your chance to break them. So try to capitalize on that moment. See, right there, my gun wouldn't shoot again. Not sure what's up with that. Really trying to take him out because his shields are down. Don't want those shields to come back because I believe they go to like full strength. It can be very annoying. You can break them and then they'll re-shield, and you're just like in this never-ending cycle. Cooldown time for each of your abilities is about 20 seconds, so use them as much as possible. hanging out, seeing if any more enemies are gonna come up. I think that was what, 3-4 waves of enemies here. Let's see, this guy just kind of stuck back there. I'm not too sure what's going on with him. But yeah, like I said, you gotta clear all the enemies for the round to start. So these guys, that's just the last guy. So we gotta take him out for the round to the next wave to the enemies to start. Boom. On him with the nade. Let's see if there's another wave. We're good. We said access granted, so now we can go to the next part. This hallway right here is a pain in the ass. I would recommend switching your abilities to put down the shield that protects you, because there's not really cover down this hallway. And there's 2 snipers at the end, and the snipers here do so much damage. This will see where I die actually. And then this heavy guy, he has so much health. Try to take him out as soon as possible. Yeah, I really don't know. This is my first attempt here, so I didn't know what to expect. But now I know that I actually have a shield. Getting lit up. My health is staying up because my shield is so good. Until that guy, he got close enough, so he started melting me. Here, I'd be smart and like relocate, but I forgot about the snipers and they start beaming me. Snipers do have shields, so it's hard to put that disruptor pistol to shoot that far. I think it only goes about like 50, 60 meters. Yeah, I got caught in a bad spot. No. Luckily though, I'm able to respawn and get back to where I'm at, so we got lucky. I'm gonna skip through this just so you don't have to sit here and watch this. So yeah, once you get back in the dungeon, if you go fast enough, you can skip the first part that you messed up at, which I got lucky. If not, you have to redo the whole thing. So that's why it's really important to have those respawn beacons down close as you can to the dungeon. If you do die, you will have, I think it's a minute until you can respawn. I'm really trying to focus on these snipers since I know they're a pain in the ass and I died from them. Big boy just does not want to die here. He's got too much health. Yeah, one shot they break your shields. Very frustrating. I guess you might be able to go outside of that wall, but I just didn't want to get locked out. So now this big guy's gone. Now we can focus on the 2 snipers. Send this guy out, this little minion. Make sure you loot your old body. I didn't have much, but you never know. You need those parts. I think there's definitely some crates I didn't miss while I was looting. I really just wanted the las gun. That's what you get at the end of this. And you get the, I think it's the black market las gun, which is great for base raiding. One sniper down, one more to go. Easy. So there's another room where I believe they keep respawning. Oh, you guys just enjoy the gameplay. I kind of just hold this corner and do my thing from here on out. Oh. Access granted. Yes.
Shield down here for requirement. Guts. Grenade.
Once you get into this part, this will be another round, another wave of enemies will start coming in here, so just take your time with it, find a good spot to bunker down at, keep moving, try to take them out as fast as possible. You'll see I'd start in a really bad area. I start like, in this like hallway where I get trapped, and then I find a better strategy. I jump on those things and, like right in front of me right here that are hanging from the ceiling. So yeah, I sit in this little room for a little bit, it worked, but it was a little sketchy. I got pinned and I got very scared once I had the heavies after me. I was trying to place one of the turrets, the drone on top of the table to have an angle, but it still worked out right there. Yeah, once you get down to about a quarter health, I always try to heal up. I do have the technique where it's under the Swordmaster. I don't know the name, but it does regen your health faster. realized I needed to get out of that room. It was not a good spot. I was getting a little claustrophobic. So I'm just kind of looking around here where I can kind of keep rotating and find a good spot to take these guys out. At this point I only have like 10 bandages left, so I'm really trying to play smart. Just looking around for bandages, looking around for heals. More enemies are just spawning in. I think right here I figure out, yeah. Right here I'm like, wait, I can get up here. So if I were you, I would sit up here and take these guys out because you have cover constantly. You can easily over peek to take out the angles, and they kind of all just cluster up in this little corner. So when you put your grenades, you're gonna get a lot of AoE damage. And yeah, there's a lot of waves here. I think it's about 4 or 5 waves, and just sit here and do your thing. did hear a helicopter fly over at this part. I was very concerned. I thought I was going to get countered, but it ended up just being a guy farming. You will hear if people land outside. Unless they're like a smart player, they might creep up on you. So I would just keep your ear open. If you do hear a helicopter, you know you might be getting countered. Maybe post up in a corner, wait for them. Just kind of be smart, you know, let the AI shoot them if they come in so you know where they are and you can try and take them out. I think this is the last enemy here. See, I hear access granted. I'm going, looking for that loot. The server is about to restart in a little bit, and then we have got a sandstorm coming in. This is the loot chest. I got 2 black market las guns, 70 spice infused plastinium, which is crazy. In the PvE areas, you only get like under 10. You get like 8, 7 sometimes. And yeah, once you're good, you can get the frick out of here. Be careful leaving, you know. If there are encounters, they might be sitting for you, waiting. You might want to switch to have your sprint, the whatever sprint from the Bene Gesserit. And yeah, get home, put that loot in your chest, and you're chilling. So yeah, it is possible. You can do this solo. It is very challenging. Just take your time. If you want to see more content like this, leave me a comment below. If you want to see my setup, my builds, whatever, let me know what you guys think about this type of content. I'm going to try to do this once a week to show you guys how to do the dungeons solo. If you need help doing it, maybe I can jump on your server and help you out for a little bit. Whatever. Thanks for watching the video. Peace and love.